we have seen 25 minutes of game played already. For Japan, at the last tournament. So it's 3-1 in favor of, it's 3-1 between North Korea and Japan. North Korea has scored 3 goals in this competition. Don't forget that in the first match of this competition, North Korea defeated Mexico 2-0. In their second match, they defeated Cameroon 2-1. And in their third match against Netherlands, they went all the way. They scored 5 goals against Netherlands. And then in the round of 16, they defeated Morocco 6-1. Talking about North Korea, they defeated Morocco 6-1. And now again, we are just 25 minutes into this match and they scored 3 goals already. And then, what a form. They've really been superb. That's talking about North Korea. They've been in a superb form. So it's 3-1. It's 3-1 to North Korea now, and the match is still ongoing. So I will give you the update as it goes. Looking at Japan at the last edition in Dominican Republic, at the last edition, Japan were in Group D. And then they finished first from Group D with 7 points, ahead of Poland. Poland was second with 5 points. Brazil were third with 4 points, and Zambia were fourth with no points. And then so Japan finished first from the group. And Japan in their first match, they played a goalless draw with Poland in their first match at the last edition, and they defeated Brazil 2-1 in their second match. And Japan defeated Zambia 4-1 in their third match at the last edition. And then in the quarterfinals, Japan lost on penalties to England after the match ended 2-0. The match ended in a 2-0. And now North Korea are going forward again. And the one thing about this North Korea team that I said, they are such an attacking team. They love to move the ball forward. They are very attacking. They love to score goals. And then they really proven that today. They've scored 3 goals already. So what's your take on tonight's match? Like, if you're watching the match, like, what's your take? What do you think? Of course, the match is already 3-1, but it's not over yet. So what's your prediction of this match? Already, we have seen 27 minutes of football played, and then it's 3-1 to Korea DPR. That's North Korea. It's 3-1 in favor of North Korea. It's 3-1 in favor of North Korea. And then they want to score more goals. They just want to score goals and goals and goals. And right now they are playing in the penalty half, or they are playing in the half of the of Japan. They are playing in their own half now. So when we're talking about North Korea, they really want to score goals. They want to score goals again and again and again. And then they scored 3 goals so far. So in this competition, they scored 18 goals and they've conceded 3 goals. That's an impressive record for a tournament. Very, very impressive. And so Japan at the last edition in Dominican Republic scored a goalless draw. They played a goalless draw with Poland in their first match, defeated Brazil 2-1 in their second match. The match is so interesting. Like, I want to finish what I'm saying. I want to watch it as well. So interesting. Like, very, very interesting football match. And then Japan defeated Zambia 4-1. That was last edition in the third match. And as I said, in the quarterfinals, they lost 4-1 on penalties to England after the match ended 2-0. So that was Japan's record last time. Now, let's look at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in general. When did the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup start? The maiden edition of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup started in 2008 in New Zealand from October 28 to November 16. So New Zealand hosted the maiden edition of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. If you are just joining me, the match between North Korea and Japan is ongoing now. North Korea are leading by 3-1, and this is the quarterfinal match. It is a quarterfinal match. Earlier today, we saw Brazil defeating Canada 5-4 on penalties after the match ended goalless. And now we have another match, a very thrilling match, by the way, because this match, in 29 minutes, less than 30 minutes, I've already produced 4 goals. It has produced 4 goals already. North Korea has scored 3 goals, and then Japan has scored 1 goal. And then what a match it has been. Thrilling match, from what I can see, very thrilling match. And then so looking at the past winners of this edition, I said the first tournament was held in 2008 in New Zealand from October 28 to November 16. And North Korea are the current champions. Of course, they are the defending champions. They won the maiden edition. And then since the inception of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in 2008, 5 nations have triumphed at this prestigious youth tournament Only 5 nations have won it. And let me just read out the 5 nations: North Korea, Korea Republic, France, Japan, and Spain. For North Korea, they won the first edition. North Korea won the first edition in New Zealand in 2008. That they won the first edition. Then Korea Republic won the second edition in Trinidad and Tobago in 2010. Then France won the third edition in Azerbaijan in 2012. Then Japan won the fourth edition in Costa Rica in 2014. Korea DPR, they are also North Korea. North Korea won the fifth edition in Jordan in 2016. Spain won the sixth edition in Uruguay in 2018. And then Spain, okay, apart from North Korea winning it 3 times, we also have Spain who have won it 2 times. So Spain have 2 titles to their name. North Korea have 3 titles. Spain have 2 titles. So Spain won it in Uruguay in 2018, and they also won it in India in 2022. And North Korea won the last edition in 2024 in Dominican Republic. They won so they are the defending champions. The match is still ongoing and it's still 3-1. It's still 3-1 to North Korea. And then what a match it has been so far. You know, so in this competition we've seen so many goals scored in the group stage. In the group stage, 130 goals were scored. 130 goals scored. 36 matches played. In the round of 16, 27 goals scored in 8 matches. And now we have already seen 4 goals. 4 goals in this ongoing competition. And then North Korea has scored 3, and then Japan has scored 1. The two teams can score actually, because also in this competition, Japan has scored 11 goals. It's just that now, before this match, Japan only considered 1 goal. But now, they considered 3 goals in this match, so they've considered 4 goals. And so the match is still 3-1 in favor of North Korea. And we have seen 32 minutes of match. So you have 12 more minutes to halftime. So the match between North Korea and Japan is still ongoing. And then the match is North Korea 3, Japan 1. They are just joining me. I'm doing the update of the match between Japan and North Korea. So right now, North Korea are leading Japan by 3-1, and then North Korea have been really brilliant in this match, as they've been so exciting going forward in this match. And then we've seen 4 goals scored already in this match. I'm trying to look at the goal scorers in this competition. I'm trying to bring up the list of the general goal scorers in this competition. The match is still 3-1 between the two teams. So, you know, we've seen so many exciting matches in this tournament. Like the other time, I was talking about the match between Nigeria and Italy. Well, because I'm a Nigerian, I'd like to talk about the Flamingos of Nigeria. When they took on Italy the other time, you know, like the early proceedings of the match, the Flamingos were not overwhelmed. They were still able to match the Italians. And then at a particular point in time, they just started conceding goals. And before we could say anything, Italy scored 4 in that match. 4. Flamengo could not score any. Okay, they had a goal. They scored a goal that was disallowed. But then the disallowed goal cannot be counted as a goal anyway. But they didn't score any. So the match ended 4-0 in favor of Italy. You know, the match ended 4-0 in favor of Italy. So that's one match. That's one match that I really like to talk about, because you know we didn't really see fine, because prior to that match, the Flamingos improved with every match, and the match is still 3-1 in favor of. It's still 3-1 in favor of Korea. It's still 3-1 in favor of North Korea. North Korea are still leading by 3-1, and then as it is, they still have the ball. They're still going forward. They still have the ball. That's talking about North Korea. They're still making attacking runs, and then so far they've been very brilliant. They've been brilliant so far in this match. They've really been brilliant. So it's 3 goals to North Korea, 3 goals to North Korea, 1 goal to Japan in this match. And so far we have seen 34 minutes of match played. Another very interesting match in this competition was the match between Netherlands and the United States of America. Because prior to that match, Netherlands were coming as one of the best third place teams. They were coming into the competition as they were coming into the round of 16 as one of the third best places. But they faced USA and they were really formidable against USA, you know. The match ended 1-1 and it was decided on penalties, and then the Netherlands, they won on penalties. So it shows that it doesn't matter how slow someone starts in a competition, one can actually do very well. So that was another interesting match for me. The match between Netherlands and the match between Netherlands, the match between Netherlands. That match was an interesting match for me. The match between Netherlands and the United States of America. So an interesting. Another interesting match was the match between Morocco and North Korea. It was interesting because it was a high goal scoring match. And Morocco and North Korea scored 6 goals in that match. Like they actually scored 6 goals in that match. I mean, it was because they scored goals. It made it exciting as it was really a high goal scoring match. So that was another match to remember. That was a memorable match as well. Another interesting match was also the match between Japan and Colombia, 4-0. That was another interesting match as well. So many interesting matches in this ongoing competition. So many. And another match in the round of 16, Italy-Brazil. That match ended 4-3. What a cracker of a match that was. That was another interesting match between Italy and Brazil. When Italy, they had to score late in that match. They won the match 4-3. That was an interesting match. Italy defeated Brazil 4-3. But that was a very interesting match as well. And then we've seen another interesting match was the match between Nigeria and Samoa, where Nigeria defeated Samoa by 4-0. And that was our best match. Talking about Nigeria so far in this tournament, the girls were really clinical in that match. They did everything right in that match. You know, there was no loss of concentration in the defense. They were clinical up front. Their goals, they scored interesting goals. That was the best match for Nigeria. And so that was another memorable match for me in the competition. Another memorable match was also when Nigeria lost to France by 1-0, because in the first half of the match, the Flamingos, we didn't even see them losing that match. Like, look at the second half. They had to lose 9 minutes to the end of the match. So that was another memorable match for me in the tournament. Another memorable match was when Zambia defeated New Zealand 4-0, and they had to qualify as one of the best third place teams in this tournament. That's talking about Zambia against Zambia in their game. Were also defeating New Zealand 4-0. So that was another interesting match. So we've seen so many interesting matches in this tournament. We've really seen so many interesting matches. And right now, we've seen 37 minutes of football played already. And it's still 3 goals to North Korea and 1 goal to Japan. So it's North Korea 3 and Japan 1. So that's the way it is now. 37 minutes. We've seen 37 minutes of game played. And then, so we're already saying 37 minutes of game played. Now it's 38 minutes of game played. North Korea 3, Japan 1. So far we've seen so many interesting matches in this tournament. So many matches, and then we've really been entertained in this tournament. We've really been entertained. So once again, let me just read out the round of 16 results for the benefit of those who did not hear me when I was reading it out. United States of America, in the round of 16, anyway, that's what I'm reading out. United States of America and Netherlands, that match ended 1-1 between the two teams, and it was decided on penalties, and Netherlands won 7-6 on penalties in that match. That was a round of 16 match. Brazil defeated China 3-0, and by the way, Brazil are through to the semi-finals, because earlier today, Brazil defeated Canada on penalties 5-4 after the match ended goalless. So Brazil are through to the quarterfinals. And then the match between Japan and North Korea is still 3-1 in favor of North Korea. And we've seen 39 minutes of match played already. 39 minutes of match has been played already in this tournament. I'm talking about before Canada lost to Brazil today, they also scored 18 goals in this tournament. That's talking about Canada. Canada scored 18 goals and they conceded only 2 goals before they lost to Brazil this evening on penalties. Before the match, they scored 18 goals in this tournament, 18 goals, and they conceded 2 goals. So that's a very good record. Scoring 18 goals in the tournament, that's brilliant. That's massive. So I mean, although they're out now, but then they lost to Brazil on penalties. So in the round of 16, Brazil defeated China 3-0. Italy defeated Nigeria 4-0. North Korea defeated Morocco 6-1. Mexico defeated Paraguay 1-0. France and Spain played a goalless draw, and so the match was decided on penalties, and France won 5-4 on penalties. Canada defeated Zambia 6-0, that's the round of 16 match, and Japan defeated Colombia 4-0. We've really seen a lot of goals scored in this tournament, and we've seen high margins in games. We've really seen high margins. Talk about 4-0, 4-0 scoreline, 6-0 scoreline, 6-1 scoreline, so many high margins in this competition. And so far, it's North Korea 3, Japan 1, and the match is still ongoing. The match is North Korea 3, Japan 1, and then right now the tempo of the game seems to have slowed down a bit. We're approaching half time. The tempo seems to have slowed down a bit as it is right now. But then we've seen 40 minutes of game played already. 40 minutes, and then it's Korea 3, North Korea 1. Beg your pardon, Korea 3, Japan 1 so far in this tournament. So what has been your best goal of the? We've seen a lot of goals, and we've seen a lot of brilliant players. So many of them, brilliant players. So what has been your take on this tournament so far? What has been your take? Like, which match has been very exciting to you so far? I just mentioned like 8 matches that I liked. 8 matches, okay, fine. 8 memorable matches for me. I said the match between Italy and Brazil, where Italy defeated Brazil 4-3 in the group stage. That was a match. That was a cracker of a match. That was really a cracker of a match. And then we've seen so many matches as well. So what has been your best match so far in this tournament? And as it is now, it's still 3-1 to North Korea. 3-1 to North Korea. And we've seen 41 minutes of football played so far. For 12 minutes. And tomorrow's matches, tomorrow is Sunday, so tomorrow's match is France will take on Netherlands by 4:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And Mexico will take on Italy by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So those are the matches that will be played tomorrow. So the first team to qualify for the semi-finals of this ongoing competition is Brazil. So Brazil are in the semi-finals already. They are already in the semi-finals of this competition. Talk about Brazil. And then for North Korea, Yoo-jong-yang has scored the most goals. He has also scored. Sorry, I lost signal from where I'm watching my match. I'm sorry. I lost signal temporarily. Okay. So it's still, okay, signal is back now. So we've seen 42 minutes of match, and it's still 3 to North Korea and 1 to Japan. And then we have 3 more minutes to the end of first half, and then we get to see some additional time as well. So it's still 3-1 to North Korea. It's still 3-1 to North Korea. And then, so we've really seen so many entertaining matches so far in this tournament. We've really been entertained in this tournament so far. And then these girls have been fantastic. They've been brilliant. They've scored breathtaking goals. And then we've seen quality goals and then quality displayed from them. Talk about the lady from, the girl, or should I say the young woman, or the young lady from Japan. That's Noah Fukushima, who I was talking about the other time. She has also been brilliant in this tournament. And then a lot of we've seen, and then for North Korea as well, Kim Won-sim has scored 4 goals for North Korea in this tournament as well. So now the Japanese move forward with the ball now. They move forward now, and then the match is still 3-1 anyway. It's still 3-1. It's North Korea 3, Japan 1, and then we have a go. So it's 3-1 to Japan. The match is 3-1. It's 3-1 to North Korea, rather. It's 3-1. And then, as I was talking about Noah Fukushima, very exciting player. We're such a versatile player. Japan have corner kick to Japan right now. And then we have 1 minute to the end of this match. 1 minute to the end of this, not to the end of the match, but to the end of the first half. And then after that, they'll go for halftime break. They'll go for first half break rather. But they have a corner kick now. That's talking about Japan. So it's 3-1. It's 3-1 to North Korea in this tournament. And North Korea, the highest goal scorer so far has been Yoo-jong-yang. And then once again in this match, she scored as well. And she has proven to be, she's in contention. Obviously she's in contention for the golden boots of this tournament. I haven't scored more than 5 goals already. She has scored a lot of goals already. And then this is the quarterfinals. So if they get to the round, if they get to the semi-final, of course you have the opportunity to score more goals, and also in the final as well. So Japan have taken their corner kick now, and then it has been punched out anyway. So it's still, and okay, we have 3 minutes of added time to the first half. 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, the first half will be over. We have 3 minutes of, and then we see urgency in the game of Japan now. They've added a little bit of urgency to their game. That's talking about Japan. They've added a little bit of urgency to their game. So we have 3 minutes of added time, and the 3 minutes, of course, have started already. It's 3-1 to North Korea. North Korea 3, Japan 1. So that's how it is. So as it is right now, as the result stands right now, as it stands, not as it stands anyway, North Korea are on their way to the semi-finals. As it stands, anything can still happen in the match, but as it is now, they're on their way to the semi-final. And then, and they're already, and then they're playing in the half of they're playing in the half of Japan now. And then, that's the clearance. So we have 2 more minutes to the end of the match anyway. We have 2 more minutes. We've already used, out of the additional time, we've already used 1 minute of the additional time. So we have 2 more minutes. And then it's North Korea 1, it's North Korea 3, Japan 1. So we've seen so many interesting matches come so far in this competition. North Korea, they've not lost any match in this competition yet. They are yet to lose a match right from the very beginning against Mexico, that they defeated Mexico 2-0. To their second match against Cameroon, where they defeated Cameroon 2-1. To their third match against Netherlands, they scored 5 goals. So once again, free kicks, North Korea 2, Japan 5, corner kicks, North Korea 5. They won the maiden edition in 2008. They also won their second title in 2016, and they won their third title last year in Dominican Republic. For Japan, they only won it once, and that was in 2014. And now at halftime is North Korea 3, Japan 1, and then we've seen a very interesting first half. The 4 goals were scored in less than 30 minutes. The 4 goals between these two teams were scored in less than 30 minutes, to show you how entertaining it has been, to show you, to show you the kind of match we have really seen. Interesting match. We've seen a very interesting match so far. So we have the second half to play. The two teams have second half to play for now, and then they are on break now. They are really on break. So the teams that have scored, the players who have scored in this tournament, we have 3 players scoring 3 goals. Let me just mention the 3 players that have scored the 5 goals. 3 players that have scored 5 goals, and they are joint scorers. We have Giulia Galli of Italy, who has scored 5 goals. We have U-17 of North Korea, who has scored 5 goals. Who has scored 6 goals already. She has 6 goals. Then we have Noah Fukushima. So it's still half time. It's half time between North Korea. Those who have scored 4 goals, we have Carlota Chacon Peso of Spain. She has scored 4 goals. We have Unyaya Ture of the United States, who has scored 4 goals. We have Kim Won-sin. We have Zhu Ziying, who has scored 4 goals for China. So here are the goal scorers. So here are the players who have scored 5 goals, who have scored more than 5 goals, who have scored more than 5 goals, and who have scored 5 goals, and who have also scored 4 goals in this tournament. Giulia Galli of Italy, Yu Jong-in of North Korea, Noah Fukushima of Japan, Carlota Chacon Peso of Spain, Unyaya Ture of United States of America, Kim Won-sin of North Korea, and Zhu Ziying of China. And the 2 teams are on break right now. They are on break. I don't know whether I should also the 2 teams are on break right now. So the 2 teams are on break right now. Okay, so I've read out the goal scorers actually. So the 2 teams are on break, and then while they are on break, we're also trying to catch our breath. Like I'm also trying to catch my breath, like saving my energy for when they will come back. After halftime. And then I seem to have lost signal from the venue of the match. I seem to have lost signal from the venue of the match. So Excuse me. So it's still North Korea 3, Japan 1, and then we saw, I mean, they are on break right now. So it's halftime. So very soon they'll come back and they'll start playing the second half. So far in this competition, in the round of 16, they scored 27 goals. So in the quarterfinals now, we've seen 4 goals scored so far in this competition. And then we've seen interesting matches played. Excuse me, please. We've seen interesting matches. So here's it. So they are taking a look at the highlight of the first half. So at halftime, it's North Korea 3, Japan 1. North Korea 3, Japan 1. And then we've seen so many interesting matches played. And earlier today, we saw Brazil Brazil, the Koreans, making some shots. Let's just say, not making some attempts in the first half, in the second half as well. But then the second half, we've not really seen a goal yet in this second half. And it's three goals in favor of North Korea. It's North Korea 3, Japan 1. And then Nakamura, the goal scorer for Japan in this match. Nakamura. She scored for. Okay, so far. So far, Korea has 18 attempts on target. And then. 18 attempts at goal and 3. And then Canada and then China has 3. Japan has 3 rather. As an attempt at goal so far. North Korea have 18 attempts at goal, why Japan have why they have 3 attempts at goal. Sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that actually. But we've seen 66 minutes of football play so far. It's Korea 3, Japan 1. Japan have the ball now. They move forward. They look dangerous, They look dangerous as they move forward. Let's see the way this goes. But nice interception by the South Koreans. And then so in this match, like when you see Japan attacking, and then you see Korea. When you see Japan attacking, and when they don't really make use of the attack, on the other side you see South Korea quickly making a counter attack on the other part. So it shows you how attacking is. It shows you that South Koreans, they can really, and North Korea can really, they've really been good on the counter. You understand? They've been so good on the counter. So we've seen 67 minutes of game played so far, and it's North Korea 3, Japan 1. So if Japan was developed in this match, they have to score 2 goals in 23. That was a wide shot. And as the goal scorer, she's not. The leading goal scorer, nearly scoring the game, but that was a wide shot anyway. So, but that would have sealed it for Korea. If she had scored that goal, it would have sealed it for her. She's the leading goal scorer of this tournament so far. That's talking about. Let me see her name again. That's talking about Young. Anyway, I want to read out her full name. That's talking about Yu Jong-yang. She's the highest goal scorer so far. And North Korea have the corner kick now. They have the corner kick. We've seen 68 minutes of match played. We have 22 minutes to the end of the match, plus added time, So free kick to Japan. So it's still North Korea 3, Japan 1 in this match. Like as it is now, Japan have to score 2 goals to level up. You understand? To join Brazil in the quarterfinal, because Brazil are already in the semi-finals rather. They are already in the semi-finals. Talk about Brazil. We've seen 69 minutes of game played so far, and then in this second half, North Korea have had their attempts. They've had their attempts at goal. They've had their attempts in this second half. So it's still North Korea 3, Japan 1. Fukushima. Fukushima. That was Fukushima. That was Fukushima with a chance. That Fukushima for Japan. So Japan couldn't really make anything of that. So as it is now, it's still not Korea 3, Japan 1. And we've seen 70 minutes of match played. 20 more minutes to the end of this match, then plus the additional time. So Japan has 20 minutes to score. They have 20 minutes to score because we've already seen 70 minutes of football played so far. We've seen 70 minutes of football played so far. And Japan have 20 minutes to score in this match. They have 20 minutes to score because we've already seen 70 minutes of match played. So they just have to score, As it is now, North Korea on their way to the quarterfinal. They're on their way to the semi-finals to defend their title. They won. And they look so good. Like, North Korea really looks so good. Another country that really scored much goals in this tournament was Canada, and Canada are out already. Brazil defeated them on penalty, so they are out. But North Korea looks so good. They really look so good. They've been brilliant. They've been so brilliant with their moves. They've been so brilliant with the chances they've even had. So they've been so brilliant. But then Japan can still come back in this because what they need to do, like they can score in 20 minutes, but anything can just happen. It's not over. The match is still ongoing anyway. But as it is right now, is North Korea that are on their way to the semi-finals. And tomorrow, France will take on Netherlands by 4:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So when we get back from church, we get to see France take on Netherlands tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Then Mexico will take on Italy in the night, 8 p.m. That's another cracker of a match. Mexico, Italy. Even France, Netherlands, brilliant match as well. But Brazil are already through to the semi-finals after they defeated Canada 5-4 on penalties. And now we've seen 72 minutes of match played, 72 minutes of match played now. And then Japan have a free kick now. So talking about the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, only 5 countries have won it. Only 5 countries have won it. The 5 countries are Japan. Okay, let me try now. Yeah, as I wrote it down, but I won't say it often. Japan, North Korea has scored the 4th goal. And then North Korea has scored the 4th goal. It's 4-1 to North Korea. North Korea has scored the 4th goal now. And then Kim has scored. Kim has scored for them. They has scored the 4th goal for North Korea. So Kim won son, or did I get to that? Kim has scored for South Korea in this match. For North Korea rather. She has scored the 4th goal. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. So Kim has already scored 2 goals in this match. Talking about Kim, this is her 2nd goal in this match. Kim won son. Kim, I really need to familiarize. Kim has scored 2. She has scored. This is her 2nd goal in this match. So she has 6 goals now in this whole competition. Talking about Kim, she has scored the second goal for them now. So she has to go. Okay, Kim Won-sim has scored the second goal for North Korea in this match. That's her own second goal for them in this match. So North Korea have 4 goals in this match now. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. And they come again. They come again like they want to score more goals. They already scored the 4th goal now. But they really want to score more goals. They want to keep scoring on and on and on and on and on. You get it? They want to keep scoring on and on and on and on. So Kim Won-sim has scored the 4th goal for North Korea, and this is their own second goal in this match. So she now has a total of 6 in this competition. Talk about Kim Won-sim. So North Korea, they really got players who can score goals. Like talk about Yoo Jong-hyun, Kim Won-sim, all these players. They're so brilliant scoring goals. So we have North Korea 4, Japan 1. But we've seen 74 minutes of gameplay. We have 16 minutes more. It's not over until it is over. So let's wait for 16 more minutes plus additional time to see what happens. Japan now are making run forward now. So nice interception by North Korea, and then North Korea goes again. The ball goes to Japan. Let's see what happens here now. We've seen 75 minutes of football played, so we have 15 more minutes. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1, and Kim Won-sim scored the second goal for North Korea. He scored the 4th goal for North Korea, and that is our own second goal of this competition. And so she has a tally of 6 so far. That's talking about Kim Won-sim. She has a tally of 6 goals so far. And then Nakamura scored the only goal for Japan in this match. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. We have 15 more minutes to the end of the match. So what's your take on this match? It's 4-1 to North Korea, or Korea DPL. So Japan have like 12 more minutes to come back into this match. They have like 12. But we've seen, in football, we've seen teams we've seen teams come back in 10 minutes. Yes, come back from 3 goals down in 10 minutes. It's so much possible. And Japan have the ball now. That was Fukushima, but that was a good shot, and then that shot was it was very easy for the goalkeeper to catch. So Kim Won-sim scored the second goal for North Korea in this match. So North Korea now, before they came for this match, they scored 15. So with these 4 goals now, they scored 19 goals. They scored 19 goals and they conceded 3 goals. That's talking about North Korea. So North Korea 4, Japan 1. We've seen 77 minutes of football played. We have 13 more minutes to the end of the match, and then the Japanese have the ball now. They have the ball. They hold on to the ball. She takes a long range shot, but then that was an easy catch for the goalkeeper. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. So Japan is going to make a double. Japan will be making a double substitution now. Masuoka coming off. Takahashi coming on. Sorry, Kozumi and Sato just came in. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Sato and Kozumi just came in. Sorry about that. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. And then we've seen 78 minutes of match play. We have 12 more minutes to the end of this match. Where are you watching from? We've seen interesting matches played so far in this competition. So many interesting matches. Like I said, North Korea en route getting to the quarterfinals, were in Group B. They were in Group B. They finished with the maximum 9 points from the group. They picked the maximum 9 points. They won all their matches. They defeated Mexico 2-0 in the first match. In the second match, they defeated Cameroon 2-1. In their third match, they defeated Netherlands 5-0. And in the round of 16, they defeated Morocco 6-1. That's talking about North Korea. Then for Japan, they were in Group F. They also finished first from their group, from Group F. In the first match, they defeated New Zealand 3-0. In their second match, they defeated Zambia 2-0. In their third, in the round of 16, Japan defeated Colombia 4-0. And here they are now. They are 4-1 down to North Korea. But then it's not over until it is over. We have, like we said, 79 minutes of football played. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. So, like, they can't really have 11 minutes to score in this match. But it is the North Korea who move forward now. They look dangerous moving forward. That's something about North Korea. They move forward again. Nice interception. Look, the Japan have the ball now. Noah Fukushima. Don't forget that Noah Fukushima scored 5 goals for Japan in this competition. She's Japan's highest goal scorer so far in this competition, Noah Fukushima. But in this match, the player who has scored for them is Nakamura. We've seen 80 minutes of match, so we have 10 more minutes to the end of this match. 10 more minutes. In 10 minutes and some few minutes, it will be over. So Kim Won-sim is going out. The first goal scorer, Kim Won-sim, is going out. She's been substituted now. And we have Arie Rim. She's been replaced by Arie Im. So Kim Won-sim, who has scored 2 goals in this match and who has a tally of 6 goals in this competition, has come out. So she has come out anyway. And then Rin Yo Im has come on for her. And then we have 9 more minutes to the end of this match. It's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. And then this second half, the tempo, wasn't as much as the first half. In the first half, we saw goals scored, we saw 4 goals scored. They're just scoring goals, interesting goals. But it seems that the second half is not, it's interesting though, but you can't compare with the tempo of the first half. But then we've seen interesting match played so far. And then we've seen 81 minutes of football played so far. We have 9 more minutes and then it will be done. And 9 more minutes plus some additional time, some other time, and then it will be over. So as it is now, North Korea lead Japan by 4-1. It's North Korea 4, Japan 1. And North Korea are on their way to the semi-finals. They're on their way to the semi. Brazil is already in the semi-final. So if North Korea qualify tonight, they'll be the second team in the semi-final. They'll be the second team to join Brazil. And they are going to see some matches tomorrow as well. It's still 4-1 and it's still 4-1 and then we still 82 minutes of match played. North Korea, the defending champions, taking on another long-range effort from South Korea. From North Korea rather, sorry. I'm so sorry for the mix-up anyway. So that was a long-range effort from her. And then the Koreans, they want to score more goals. They just want to score more goals. They want to keep on scoring goals. Now they have 4 goals already. And then in 8 minutes, the match will be over. 8 minutes plus additional time, the match will be over. So Kim scored the second goal for North Korea, and she has been substituted already. She's already out, replaced by another player. It's still North Korea 4, Japan 1, and we are seeing 83 minutes of football played already. 83 minutes of game played already. It's North Korea 4, Japan 1. And then we saw, the Japan, they are beginning to bring some urgency to their game now. Talking about Japan, they're beginning to bring some urgency into their game now. Let's see what happens in the next 7 minutes plus additional time. But then, in this match, so far, North Korea have dominated the statistics. Talking about the attempt at goal, even talking about the attempt at goal, attempt on target, they've dominated it so far. That's talking about North Korea. And then they've really been so they really made attacking runs. Talking about the North Koreans, they made attacking runs like they just want to score more goals. They really made attacking runs. It's North Korea 4, Japan 1, and Kim Won-sin scored the fourth goal before she was substituted. North Korea have the ball again. They have the ball in the half of in the penalty area of Japan. It's still North Korea 4, Japan 1, and we've seen it's 4 minutes of game play so far. And then if there's any team who looks like scoring more now, it's North Korea. They look. I mean, anytime they have the ball, they go forward. They just want to score goals. They want to score more goals. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1, and then we have 5 minutes to the end of this match with additional time. It will be over. So it's like North Korea are already on their way to the semi-final. Like they're already on their way to the semi-final. It's North Korea 4, Japan 1, and then we've already seen 85 minutes of football played so far. So in the first half, 3 goals were scored in this match. 3 goals in the first half. 4 goals were scored. The halftime ended 3-1. The first half ended 3-1. We saw the 4 goals scored, and then like before 30 minutes. So the 4 goals were scored in the first half. 4 goals, but in the second half, we've only seen 1 goal in the second half. And Kim Won-sin scored the second goal for Japan. Scored the 4th goal for Japan in the second half. She scored the 4th goal for North Korea in the first half. I'm so sorry for the mix-up. I'm really sorry, but she scored the 4th goal for North Korea in the first half. That's talking about Kim Won-sin. She scored the 4th goal for North Korea in the second half. Kim Won-sin, she scored the 4th goal for North Korea in the second half. In the first half, 3 goals were scored. In the first half, 4 goals were scored in this match. North Korea scored 3 goals in the first half, and we saw Nakamura scoring 1 goal for Japan. So the first half of the match ended 3-1 in favor of North Korea. 3-1. North Korea scored 3, Japan scored 1. But in the second half, we saw North Korea scoring the 4th goal, and it was Kim Won-sin who scored the 4th goal. But then she has already been substituted. She has come out now. Another player has come out for her. But she scored before leaving the field, of course. She scored the second goal for it. She scored her own second goal of the night and the 4th goal for Japan, and assist in all in this tournament. That's talking about Kim Won-sin. She has scored 6 goals in this tournament so far now. She scored 2 goals in this match, and she scored the 4th goal for North Korea. So it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. And the North Koreans, they keep pressing, like they really want to score more goals. They keep pressing. But we have 3 minutes to the end of we have 3 more minutes to the end of this game. Don't forget that North Korea are the defending champions. They won the last edition. Apart from winning the last edition, they won the maiden edition in 2008. And apart from that, they also won it in 2016. So they won it 2008, 2016, and 2024. But Japan have won it once, and that was in 2014. And Japan have the ball now. They have the ball now. We have 3 more minutes to the end of the match, plus additional time, and it will be over. We've seen some brilliant goals scored in this match so far. We've seen some very brilliant goals scored in this match so far. And the North Koreans once again have the ball, and they really play with so much attacking flair. They move forward the game. Anytime they have the ball, they are such a delight to watch. There's this kind of free flow game in the attacking pattern. Like there's this flair, and they've been very impressive so far. North Korea, they've been very impressive, and in this competition, they scored 19 goals already. They scored 19 goals, and they've conceded 3 goals. 1 minute to the end of the match. Okay. So we have another VAR check here. So there's a penalty review now from the VAR. North Korea flying high here tonight. So the referee is checking. I mean the VAR. She's checking the VAR for a potential penalty to North Korea. Let's see what she says. Let's see her decision. Okay, she's trying to see whether it's a handball against Japan. So what is whether North Korea will have a penalty? So we are checking for a potential handball against Japan. Yeah, that's what the ref is checking. But meanwhile, the match will be over anytime after the check. We have some additional time and then it will be over. Let's hear what the referee has to say. The referee makes her way. No penalty. So that was the right call by the referee. So it's still North Korea 4, Japan 1. And then we have multiple substitutions here now. Like the Japan, they're trying to make some substitutions, North Korea as well. But then we have 6 minutes of added time. Like we have 6 minutes of added time now. So the 90 minutes is over and 6 minutes of added time. So in 6 minutes, this will be done already, to be over. So North Korea are on their way to the semi-final. Brazil are already in the semi-final. They qualified already earlier today. They defeated Canada on penalties after the match ended 0-0. So, I mean, the Brazilians, they were so clinical with their own penalty takes. They won the match, and then Canada missed one penalty kick. So, we've already spent almost 2 minutes out of the 5 minutes. So Japan have a free kick now. Fukushima will take it. That was a good looking delivery, but in the end. So we have Korea again, North Korea making the move again. With so much. Okay, that has been, okay. So we have like 3 minutes to the end of the match. Less than 3 minutes to the end of the match. Is North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. So in less than 3 minutes, the match will be over. So Nakamura was the only player that scored for Japan in this match. At the last edition in Dominican Republic, Japan, they exited when they got to the group stage. That was when they left the competition at the groups. Sorry, I wanted to say quarterfinals. Sorry, quarterfinals. Beg your pardon. That was when they exited the last edition. But as it is now, they're also in quarterfinals and they're about to go again because we have just like less than 2 minutes to the end of the match, and then it will be done and dusted. So, but then North Korea will get to defend their title. The match will be over very soon, and then so we get to see already Brazil are in the quarterfinal, they're in the semi-finals, and then as it is now, we have less than 2 minutes to the end of the match. And then it's North Korea 4, Japan 1. North Korea 4, Japan 1. And the North Koreans have the ball again. Anytime they have the ball, anytime they have the ball, they just move forward. They look so delightful to watch and so entertaining to watch. And then we have the late substitution here now. North Korea will be making a late substitution. Young, P. Rao Young. Park Sung comes on. And the North Koreans move forward again. Are we going to see a fifth goal here now? Looks like we want to see a fifth goal now. And we have less than 1 minute to the end of the match. Oh no, we are not going to see it. I don't think we are going to get to see a fifth goal. We have less than 1 minute to the end of the match. And then North Korea will join Brazil in the semi-final. As in Brazil are already in the semi-final, so North Korea will be the second team to qualify. Tomorrow we are going to see France and Netherlands, 4:30 p.m. Mexico, Italy, 8 p.m. So we get to know which of the teams will also qualify for the quarterfinal. But as it is North Korea who has scored 4, and then Japan have a goal, and then North Korea they keep on making those attacking moves. Like, they've really been impressive in this match. Like, they've really been impressive. And then we have a corner kick now. We have a corner kick to North Korea, and it's almost like, the match will end. The match will end now. This is a very convincing. So North Korea have a corner kick now. The additional 5 minutes is already. They scored their that's North Korea 5, Japan 1. North Korea 5, Japan 1. North Korea has scored the 5th goal in this match. In the very dying minute of the match, North Korea 5, Japan 1. This is a very convincing win. And then they get the goal from the corner kick. So it's North Korea 5, Japan 1. That was a brave header. It's North Korea 5, Japan 1. So they head into the semi-final with a very spectacular performance today. And who scored? Arun Jeong scores for them. Arun Jeong. This is our second goal of tonight. That's talking about Arun Jeong. This is our second goal of tonight. The match continues. And then Korea 5, Japan 1. We already exceeded the additional time. Korea 5, Japan 1. And it's all over. It's all over. North Korea are through to the semi-finals of this ongoing competition. It's North Korea 5, Japan 1. And then what an interesting match it was. What an interesting match it was. We saw the first half. We saw 4 goals scored in the first half. 4 goals. And then in the second half, we've seen 2 goals again. We've seen 2 goals. And this has been a convincing performance by North Korea. It's North Korea 5, Japan 1. And North Korea are already in the semi-final. They'll go and join Brazil. Brazil is there, waiting for anybody to come. So Brazil will there. So by tomorrow, we'll know which country will go and join. So by tomorrow, we'll know the countries to join Brazil and North Korea out of France or Netherlands or Mexico or Italy. So those are the remaining countries to play in the quarterfinals. It's France, Netherlands, 4:30 p.m. tomorrow, and Mexico, Italy, 8 p.m. tomorrow. But as it is now, it is North Korea who have defeated Japan by 5 goals to 1. And what a convincing performance it has been by North Korea, the defending champions. This is where I call it a day now. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's North Korea 5, Japan 1. It's a girl top C. Thank you. I'm still